Now, Arsenal fans only want to hear one thing. It's all about Viktor Gyökeres, and today we are really having a very huge update coming in through from David Austin, revealing to us that Arteta has a very huge task that he has gone ahead to tell Bertha today, and it's really very important to deliver it to you. Konate wants to go to Liverpool, to Real Madrid, and then lastly, Xabi Alonso is really one of the unhappy people today after what happened in the FIFA Club World Cup. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on the stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is the name that is behind your microphone and ready to broadcast to you always in here as you people coming through and really subscribe. So, Rokani Media Football, there we are. I want to hit 27,000 subscribers and let's push it to the max. Now, David Austin has come out and told us that at this point, the deal of Viktor Gyökeres hasn't been finalized yet. Arsenal are in advanced talks and there is an agreement for a 5-year contract. Gyökeres strongly wants Arsenal and Mikel Arteta wants to finalize as soon as possible. So, however much Arsenal is working tooth and nail with Sporting Lisbon and Viktor Gyökeres' agent, Sintinkea, to get this deal done and dusted, as we speak right now, the deal is not yet finalized, but talks are really advanced. And that is the most bit of it all, that talks are really advanced. And for any deal, when talks are really advanced and the player has gone ahead to give priority to one team, unless otherwise the team goes ahead to bottle it up. But I think this deal is yet to be done. But the most important bit of it all is that Arteta wants to finalize this deal as soon as possible. So, Arteta has done his job. He has already talked to Viktor Gyökeres and convinced him to come and really join the club of Arsenal by showing him the plan or the blueprint of how he wants him to feature into the team and how he's going to be that integral center forward for the club of Arsenal. You understand? So, Gyökeres has on several occasions been linked to Arsenal and looks like this is his time. And when you look at Gyökeres, he's really pushing for this deal to happen because last summer it never happened, yet he scored very many goals, and this time around they have a gentleman's agreement that they are still trying to negotiate and really come to a common ground with the people responsible in there for you. So Arteta has gone ahead to task the sporting director of Arsenal, that is Andrea Bertha, that please go to Lisbon and get this deal done ASAP, because we are starting pre-season very soon and I would love to kickstart it off with Viktor Gyökeres. For the number of games you're going to be playing in the pre-season, I would love to see Viktor Gyökeres among the players ready to go and play and represent for the side of Arsenal. To see to it that Arsenal really gets that bonding, amongst the other forwards, because the rest of the team is really okay. Apart from Gyökeres and Zubimendi, I think they're the only new entrants that we believe will start at Old Trafford when the Premier League really starts, because you all know that the goalkeeper, David Raya, however much Kepa is going to hit to come in through, unless otherwise the guy gets an injury, David Raya will be the goalkeeper. Right back, there comes in a player known as Julian Timber. Left back, Lewis Kelly. Central defense, Gabriel Magalhaes and Saliba. Zubimendi, Odegaard and Declan Rice. Then Saka, Martinelli and Gyökeres leading the line, meaning that only two new entrants will obviously make it to the side of Arteta, provided no player really gets an injury. But you never know what will happen in between then. But Arteta wants Gyökeres because he knows to it that Zubimendi will easily bond with these other players, but for Gyökeres it's really very tricky because you need to know how he runs and his link-up play and how he and when to really cross in the ball and when to make those late runs for him. That's exactly what you're really having in through from a man known as David Austin. Big story, Arteta tasks Bertha to complete Gyökeres deal now. You get? He wants it done and dusted. And in the due course of really wanting it done and dusted, he is one of those that really went ahead to see to it that he convinces the player to join the club of Arsenal. So Gyökeres has snubbed Man United, Juventus, and Napoli, and he only wants to play for a club known as Arsenal. So we wait and see how that pans out. But today is really very important for this deal. It might really be the day we get a here we go for a player known as Viktor Gyökeres to a club known as Arsenal. Let's go to Ibrahim Konate, and this is Sky Sports French. Ibrahim Konate has decided that if he leaves Liverpool, he'll only join Real Madrid. Real Madrid have asked him to wait and is willing to wait until 2026 to join as a free agent. Now, for Liverpool, looks like they are going to start to hit on a team known as Real Madrid because they've just taken Trent Alexander-Arnold as a free agent, though they paid some money because he was still on contract and they wanted Trent to play in the FIFA Club World Cup. But as we speak right now, it's all going on well as not planned. On the side of Konate, it's going on well. For the side of Liverpool, it's going really badly because when you look at the side of Liverpool, they wouldn't like to lose a person like Konate. You know, Konate is one of the best centre-backs in the Premier League. And when you are one of the best in the Premier League, that means you're one of the best in the world. With Virgil van Dijk coming to the end or the evening of his career, by the way, he's already in the evening, you will need a player like Konate, who was going to obviously gain experience from a player known as Virgil van Dijk to obviously coming through and be the main man in your central defense as you plan to bring in Gykeres. You understand? So, as it stands, it's really very, very shocking and worrying for Liverpool if at all they're going to be losing Konate. But the good thing is that Gykeres is coming in through, Joe Gomez is there, and they might be looking to bring in other central defenders because if you look at one of the departments of Liverpool that's really shy of quality, it's the central defense. Why? Konate, Virgil van Dijk, Joe Gomez. Who else comes in through? You know, that's why they're really looking for Mark Gykeres. Yet next season, they are going to be playing in 4 tournaments. That is really tricky, and they need to do a lot to see to it that this kick starts in as well. So we wait and see how that pans out for the man known as Konate. But Real Madrid are like, please, we can sign you as a free agent next year. You know, don't renew your contract at Liverpool. But remember, at Liverpool, Konate is left with just 1 year on his contract. So we don't know how this will end, but I think Liverpool is not happy with Real Madrid at this juncture. Then George C. Picon told us that Xabi Alonso and his staff were angry with how the players ended the match against Dortmund. They didn't like the team's disconnections at all and have asked players to be more aware against PSG. So, the match ended 3-2, and Madrid were through to the semi-finals, and they are playing PSG tomorrow. As today, Fluminense is taking on Chelsea. So, what I've gonna hate to understand is that Alonso looks like he wants to win this. As a manager, he wants to start it off on a right note, because when he wins the FIFA Club World Cup, obviously he will get in more players because the money will be there, as Madrid will be having 100 million US dollars into their pockets that can help them really bolster their midfield and maybe the attack and even strengthen their defense. And it also helps him to start off on a good note at the Santiago Bernabeu, because fans of Real Madrid are really very demanding. We know that. And at Real Madrid, you go there, you have to deliver, you know. So, having gone ahead, it obviously have a 3-1 lead, and they really saw goals coming in through. They never really liked it, especially Xabi Alonso. And it was like, why would my players really go ahead and obviously gift out things like they've gone ahead to do? And he was not okay with what was done in there. So, as it stands, Alonso is not happy with his team. And he has told him that if you behaved like that against a side known as Borussia Dortmund, which is not even close to what PSG is when it comes to the attack, then how are you going to be looking when we are really playing against PSG? Kvaratskhelia, Doe, talk of Ousmane Dembele, you know, all those players that are going to be facing Real Madrid tomorrow. And he knows that if Real Madrid slips all blips per minute, then PSG can obviously go ahead and really create a very hard time for them. So guys, feel free to go into the comment section, tell me your thoughts about Arteta Gyökeres task for Bertha. Welcome in the comment section below. What do you make about Konate being told by Real Madrid that please wait in a little bit in there and we'll do the needful and everything will go on as planned? What are your thoughts about it? And lastly, what do you make about Alonso warning his players ahead of the game against PSG in there? Rokani David is my name. You can call it the second video of the day or the first video, and we are gonna be doing a marathon of these on a daily in here. We out. Bye bye.